Good morning. Thanks for stopping by my channel. This morning I'm going to talk to you a little bit about respecting the decisions and the needs and the wants of the person you're taking care of, especially if it's an elderly person or if it's someone with a terminal disease that knows that things are slowly going away from them, their ability to do things. They're still going to want that bit of independence. They're still going to want to be able to make decisions for themselves. For example, usually they take a bath every day. If they decide one day just to show you that they can make decisions for themselves, they may say, I don't want a bath today. Okay, don't push it. If they had a bath the day before or the day before that, and they've not really done anything, you can just say, okay, we're going to hit some high spots. We'll get your underarms and down there, just to, so the odor is not bad, especially if they've wet themselves or something. But let them make that decision if they don't want to do that. If they want to change something that they're eating, if it's not something that's going to affect their medications, let them eat it. It's hard to totally give up being able to choose for yourself. It's the hardest thing ever. I watched my parents. They did not like me telling them what to do. And you want to start an argument, that's a good way to do it, is to be adamant and not give. And if they're in a confused state, if their cognition has declined, if they have dementia, Alzheimer's, don't argue with them. Redirect them safely to get their mind off what they're what they just keep going over and over and over. Sometimes they may not think they're at home. Don't argue with them. Just say, we'll go in a little bit. But just do not. In the beginning, you can reorient to time, place, person. But there comes a time that you are showing them respect by not arguing with them over those issues. They might not think they're home. They might think their parents are coming to pick them up. They might think they need to go see their brother or sister who have been long gone. Show them respect by not arguing with them and just try to redirect. That's the best thing you can do to avoid any conflict. Sometimes that doesn't work, but a lot of times it will. I have taken my mom in the car before when she was alive and she had dementia. I may get her in the car, ride her up the road so she thinks we're going that I'm taking her home. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. She recognized home when we pulled back in the driveway. Sometimes she did not. But don't get too upset with yourself for your feelings, as I said in the last video. But we do have to treat them as grown adults, as we would want to be treated. And again, let them make decisions in the best of their capacity to for what will work. Maybe if you're going to go out to eat, let them make the decision. Okay, where would you like to eat? Because even with dementia, you can take them out. You can take them out to eat. They can function in that capacity. The time will come that you won't be able to do that. And I would, anything that made them happy while they're in their mind to recognize it, I would do for them if I could, if it was within reason. Because the day will come, it will get harder and you won't be able to even take them out of the house hardly for a doctor's appointment if they have cognitive decline and sometimes physical decline. It just depends on where they're at in their stage of the process. But just, again, try to give them some freedom, let them make some decisions. It'll make them happier, which will make you happier, because the less amount of conflict you can have, and sometimes regardless of what you do, there's going to be some, because people get stubborn as they get older. I dread it for my kids. I hope that I'm good, so to speak. I hope I don't give them a whole lot of trouble, but I may not. May not be good. I may just fight them tooth and nail on everything, because that is just so hard for adults to give up. And it's not that they're trying to make things hard. There was things I suggested for mom and daddy to do to make it easier on all of us in the long run. They wouldn't hear of it. They would not hear of it. So you just do the best you can, and you love them through it, even though you'd like to just peach their little cheeks sometimes, but you can't. You have to just, or spank their butt like a child, but you can't do that either. You have to respect them for who they are and for where they're at in the process, and work with them to the best you can. And you won't have any regrets. That's the big thing. Just do what you can, and you'll still have regrets when it's over. There will be days you say, oh, I just failed them today. I just really failed them today. But know you're doing the best you can. And again, like I said, get some help. Don't try to tackle it all by yourself. And sometimes just bringing a new person in, if you're in the midst of a conflict, even whether it's physical or mental decline, that you're having to take care of this person. If you just bring somebody from the outside in, that helps to redirect and diffuse the situation, because it does get, it can get kind of testy sometimes. But I hope that everybody is learning a little bit from this. And some of you may have way better ideas than I do. And if you have anything that you've experienced that can help someone else, just put it in the comments below. We have to just work together. It takes a village. It takes a village raising kids. It takes a village taking care of the elderly and the sick. And sometimes we don't have access to that. And that's sad for everyone involved, because there's lots of people that want to do for their parents and do for their family, and just can't, for financial reasons, maybe even their own health. But just remember, respect. That is your parent, grandparent, spouse, sibling, and just show them the respect you always have, and just try not to argue with them within reason, and it will just help it go a little smoother, because independence is hard to give up. Again, I hope you like and subscribe to my channel if you're getting anything from this. Any constructive criticism, like I said before, I'll take. Anything that you know of that can help someone else, put it in the comments. Anything you need help with, put in the comments. I'll be glad to read them and see if there's anything I can do to help you. I hope you have a blessed day. And again, for those mothers out there, hope your day was wonderful yesterday. God bless.